Hey everybody, Rob Silverman here. I'm excited to share with you some new toys, some new breakthrough in modalities that I have in my office. These are the new Erchonia handheld lasers. Got a lot of practitioners asking questions about them. Got a lot of patients asking me, how are they different? Well, first of all, I hate to say it, they look great. They're much more aesthetic. They're sleek. They're really light. So what's great about them, additionally, also is that they've got some new features. One, they have the ability to hold 100 memory frequencies, treatment protocols. Whereas the other ones, whether this happens to be the Accelerate, this is the EVRL, which I'll go through them. Each of them, the EVRL, I think had 40, and now you can have 100. And I think the Accelerate had 20, and you can now have 100. So with the Accelerate, I want to show you some really cool things. So I'm going to go in. I'll let you see the front. I'm trying to get it right in there. So I'm going to do what we call the quick start, and I'm actually going to program it now. So so many people asked me about the frequency yesterday. We had a great live on frequency. Steve Shanks and Travis Hammonds from the Erchonia research team did a great job. The frequency is the amount of time that the light hits your particular skin. So the frequency under 50, Steve said 30, I believe it's 50. So 30 to 50 or less is the acute stage. 30 or 50 or more is the chronic. I believe most things are acute. That's for another Facebook Live. So I always like to use low numbers. Hey, I got Jose. Wow, those are awesome. I use that one in my practice. You just got the brand new one, Jose. Let me know, because he's a brand spanking new. Broke them right out of the new box. So I'm going to actually plug in the frequency. So if we can remember this, I'm going to write it down as we go. I'm going to do 2, enter, 4, enter. I'm going to write those down. So 2 and 4 are going to be on the left side, which is this side on the camera. I'm then going to add 14 and 28. So I'm going to go 14, enter, 28, and enter. So now I'm going to turn it on. Oh, excuse me, I have to put a duration time. Let's just put 2 minutes in. And I'm going to start it. So this is your left, and this is your right. So these are both red lasers. So 635 nanometer red laser, shown to have been great for wound healing, peripheral neuropathy, any kind of musculoskeletal injury. Great FDA clearances with the 635, overall nociceptive musculoskeletal pain. But what I wanted to show you was the beeping. So there you've got the beeping light. So that light beeping is beeping 2 different diodes. So in that diode, the frequency is 2. It means it's hitting you 2 times per second for 2 consecutive minutes. It then switches to 4 times per second for 2 consecutive seconds. The other diode, the right side diode over here, that right side diode is hitting you 14 times per second for 2 consecutive seconds. And the 28 is hitting you 28 times for 2 consecutive seconds. Now, here's where the sweet spot really is. And this is, using it this week, getting tremendous clinical outcomes. There's something here, and I hope you can see it. Let me tap it so it gets a little lighter. There's called the standard. That's the standard right now. And in here, hopefully you can see 2, 4, 14, and 28. So that's what it looks like. Because I'm going to do something. I'm going to stop it, and I'm going to restart it so I have 2 minutes. So the standard means that it's beeping on a different frequency. Now I'm going to go to something called, if I can get my finger on it, the linear. So hopefully you can see that it says linear. Linear means now that the lights are going to move in a what we call a linear fashion. So it's changed. So 2 and 4, it's going to go from 2 to 4 in a linear fashion. 2, 3, 4. Whereas when we go to, and of course, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, all the way up to 28 on the other diode. Hope that's really clear. Then I'm going to go in and get into the nonlinear. The nonlinear is more random. Hopefully you can see it says nonlinear. A little hard to see with all the lights we have here. Nonlinear means that it's random. So 2 to 4, it could be anything. It could be 3, it could be 4, it could be 2. Not in the same number. It's random. It's all over the place, which is great. And the same thing between 14 and 28. Now, why would you want a linear and nonlinear? Well, what do you need the frequency for? Well, obviously the laser needs to be set. But why would you want linear? Well, to really think that everybody, every time, all your patients need the same frequency, we're probably not utilizing all the features to the laser appropriately. So we want to switch them, and you can switch them between linear and nonlinear so they can go in your frequency range up, and they can jump around in the frequency range. Now, with this particular laser, you can also do like 1 to 50 and 51 to 100. So 1 to 50, you'll get the acute part of the injury, and 51 to 100 will get the chronic part of the injury. So this gives you so much versatility, because I do believe that the laser is the most versatile healthcare tool of the 21st century. Versatile in that it helps you with a multitude of different conditions. Versatile in that it helps you going from room to room. I'm going to take these home. I won't be in this weekend. Obviously, it's a holiday weekend. I'll have them in my house. I can put them in my pocket. I can literally carry them here in my little scrub top if I needed to. So let me get to the other one, which is the EVRL, the Erchonia violet red laser. This is my favorite handheld laser because it has both red and violet. So the same premise before, in that I can load up the frequency. So I'll do the same thing that I did before just to show you how it works. And we'll do 5 minutes. And what's really cool is this one has a red and a violet light. Now, unfortunately, here, that violet light is really hard to see. And the reason the violet light is hard to see is the color contrast, but it's on. It's truly on because I can actually see it. You see if I can flick it on there. There you go. So let me get it right on there. When you get it onto my darker gray, you can see the red and the violet. And fabulous. They each have different properties. The red, obviously musculoskeletal. The violet's more antimicrobial. This is great to help with immune function. It's known to kill pathogens, viruses, bacteria, and different types of pathogens. So it's a great use for all of that. Now, let me show you something really super cool, if you will. I'm going to go back in, and I'm going to put on the acne protocol. And on the acne protocol, I'm just going to be able to utilize the violet light right there. And that violet light comes real handy if you just want to use antimicrobial. And the violet light also comes in really handy if you want to do what I call your vagus nerve stimulation. So just wanted to pop on, share some new things. And they're quite durable too. So we've got the 2 new EVRLs, the Accelerate, something that everybody wants to keep in their chiropractic toolbox. If we have any patients out there that have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Everybody, happy holidays. Dr. Rob, always yours in health.